So Rochdale 13 with Alan Kilshaw after the first defeat of this new campaign to Hull KR at the Crown Oil Arena. Is the overriding feeling straight after the game disappointment for you?
Yeah, disappointed on a number of things. Just because we didn't do what we set out to do, what we practiced in the week. We made a lot of unforced errors, and against a team, physically a strong side, a full-time side, that quality of players, obviously they're going to burn you on those things, and we made a lot of errors coming out of yardage. We made some errors off kicks, and we didn't do some of the things that we'd said we were going to do and practice. Look, effort, aggression, desire, all that was there, in abundance. We reacted really well. There was one stage where they scored 3 tries in a row, and we came back into it and we give ourselves a chance. But ultimately, yeah, it is disappointment because at 2018, I think it was there for us, and we took some poor decisions with the ball, and ultimately that cost us the game.
It was a poor first half by your own admission, and then in the second half you improved. What did you say to the lads at half time that made them come out the blocks and put in a better performance?
We just needed to smarten up on a few areas. Hull KR's set finishes were really good. They were finishing on R10. We were coming out with the ball and they were really ramping up, and we didn't kick well in the first half. Now that's not necessarily because the halfbacks kicked poorly, it's our field position, we didn't run hard enough, and just some of the fundamental things. We made too many unforced errors on early plays and in yardage plays, so we just need to settle a little bit. It was good to get them in. The try before half time was a real killer. It was a soft try, the others one off a kick and a couple of back-to-back sets, and it was well worked plays, but the one off the scrum was really poor. I was disappointed with that, but we only conceded 1 try in the second half, against a very good attacking side. So there's positives, but yeah, just at half time we need to come out and run a little bit harder and do the things that we'd set out to do, and I think we did that. But I was disappointed with our last 8 or 9 minutes when we had opportunities to challenge them a little bit more with the ball.
There was a moment halfway through the second period where Hull KR took the 2, and they were in good field position to go over and score a try. Was that for you an indication that they knew they were in for a game and that they knew that you were coming for them in that second period?
Yeah, look, I know they've been respectful all week, and they knew it was going to be tough here, and yeah, they took the 2, and it gave our lads a breather, and we got back in the game, and obviously it went to 2 points. But yeah, there's a lot of respect there, and it was a tick in the box for our defence. But it was a smart decision really in the end, because they went out and won the game.
And I know that you mentioned that you're disappointed, and that that's the overriding feeling at the moment. But if this time last year you were thinking about speaking to us about being disappointed with the defeat at home to Hull KR, does it also show how far you've come in those last 12 months and since you took over here at the club?
Maybe we was away. No, look, it does show a great crowd as well. 2,000 there, and look, they're a great group. There's a lot of desire there. There's a lot of aggression, and there was a lot of resilience. They came back, and we spoke on Tuesday about we had to do everything today. We had to be smart with the ball. We needed all those things that I've just mentioned. We needed to be switched on defensively, and I just felt a couple of areas we didn't, and that's why I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed for them, the lads, because they probably didn't, put all the chips on the table today and play as well as they could have done. Now, partly because Hull KR are a very good defensive side and a very physical side and a very fit side and they're a full-time team, but partly, it was due to us as well. But like you say, bigger picture, we've had a real dig here against a good side, a side with a 1.1 million budget or whatever it is. So we can be proud of our efforts, but we'll never be happy in defeat.
And there was a couple of bruising challenges out there. It was a big game in the middle, and Miles limped off early on. Was there any injury concerns for you, or has everyone pulled up well?
I think Joe got a little bit of a knock, but he'll be all right. Miles will have to, it could be 0 to 4 weeks. The physios tell me. We'll just have to see how he pulls up. He got a bit of an abductor strain, and he couldn't run, and we had to reshuffle. We had that to contend with as well. So, but with Jordan Case in the 17, he can cover a number of positions. Centre back row. He can play in the middle. He tells me he can play at half as well. So, there was that he's great utility value, and he was outstanding. In the centre, he was really good, and he tightened up that right edge defensively.
And next week, you're here against Halifax. Is that a big game for you? Will you be targeting, getting back on the horse and a response really from the boys from the disappointment to get back to winning ways?
Yeah, look, they're all important games. Home games are important, away games are important. They've won today. There was a lot of pressure on them today, and they've responded, with a win. I've seen how these boys, or this group, have handled winning and the pats on the back and the media attention. Now we've got to see how they handle defeat and how they react to defeat. And knowing them as I do, I think they'll react well in the week. 48-hour rule. Once it's reviewed on Tuesday, we're on to Halifax. Win or lose. So we will respond, and we'll work on some of those things in the week that we weren't great at today. And it's just that time of year where we're probably not getting enough time on a full field at the minute. And our attack is a little bit scratchy because of that. The light nights are coming, and we'll improve throughout the summer. We'll look forward to it, and hopefully there'll be a big crowd on again.
Cheers, Alan.